everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. My daughter, who I adore greatly, is forcing me to make this mold. So I am not a Valentine's person. I never have been, and as I've gotten older, I'm far from a Valentine's person, but she's 17, so she can be as Valentine's-y as she wants to. So I have had this mold for a couple of years now, and I've never poured it before. It's one of those, the heart that it's a vase. So like you stick a test tube in the top of it, and then you can put flowers in it. So I've never, like I said, I've never poured it, but I thought I would make it for her because she asked, and I am a sucker for all things my daughter. So I have this crushed glass that I absolutely love. This, I think it's Renfio, and it comes in a pack, like a big box of 30 something, I think. And these are just like cut glass, and they're so just, I don't know, they're amazing. They really do add a lot to the piece. So I think I'm going to use a mixture of these 3 different ones just down here in like this base part. All right, so I'm just going to grab my UV resin from Let's Resin. This is the high viscosity. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, on this particular one, which one you use. So I'm just going to put a really thin layer down here in this bottom part. That should hopefully be enough. If not, I can always add a little bit more. And I'm just going to grab a silicone tool and spread that out. And then our stones down in there. And then that way they will stay where we put them. All right, so I'm going to use a mixture of all of these. Put them in there. Put all of those in there. A little bit of those. Okay, give those a little bit of a mix around. Okay, so I'm just going to try to pour these into the bottom. And then I'm going to just take my silicone tool and push them down to the bottom here, so that way they stick to that UV resin. And it doesn't have to be, like, they don't have to be perfect, right? They just have to kind of stick there so that they won't float around. So it looks like there might be just a little bit missing there. Okay. Stuff is so messy. All right, friends, now I'm just going to pop it under the UV light for a couple minutes. Oops. And then I'll be back. Okay, so here's what I used. It's the Renfio. There's 32 colors in here. I love this stuff. It's so versatile. But anyway, I'm not going to walk you through all the colors, but if you guys are interested, I think I found this on Amazon. A lot of really just gorgeous colors, all crushed glass. Now, I will say, if you're putting crushed glass into your molds, just be careful that you don't scratch them, because obviously it's glass. So yeah, so I just put those in the very front. I didn't put them along the sides or anything like that. I just did the front. So it kind of looks like that, if you can see it from here. And then we're going to put in some resin behind it that'll be colored, and so you won't even see anything other than that. Okay. So I think I'm on the fence, you guys. I'm on the fence. If I want to use different alcohol inks, or if I want to use the same alcohol ink but different glitters. I think I'm going to use the different glitters because, you know what? I like glitter. Glitter is my thing. So I think I'm going to just use probably this fuchsia and then the marabou. I think these are the only 2 I'm actually going to end up using alcohol ink wise. And then I'm going to use some glitter. We've got rock candy, Let me move this out of the way. Not that it matters since it's going to be in there, but rock candy. Can you guys see that? Isn't that beautiful? That shimmer and just, it's the pink and the gold. It's so pretty. And then I have Kiss Me, which is kind of a chunky, a little bit darker, but a chunkier glitter. And then Sonnet, which is kind of a darker and a very fine glitter. So I think I'm going to use all three of those. So I'm going to mix up 8 ounces of resin. I'm not sure exactly how much that takes. I think it takes 7.5. So I'm going to mix up 8 and hope for the best. And then I'll split up the resin into 3 separate containers, or maybe 4, because maybe we'll do a clear and then we'll do the other 3 with glitters, and then we'll just pour it and see what happens. I like experiments, right? So I will be right back. I'm going to grab the resin, mix it up, and I'll see you back here when we're ready to pour. Okay, so I have mixed it up. I mixed up 8 ounces of the J. Diction High Gloss, which is, as you know, my very favorite resin. I had planned on holding some back for clear, and you know, the best laid plans, I totally forgot and filled all my clear with alcohol ink. So it's all good. This looks really deep in here, or really dark, but it's just because it's deep. It's not actually dark at all. It's really quite light. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna add a good little bit of glitter to each one of these. And I am gonna put a drop of glue in each one as well, so that way the glitter hopefully will suspend and it won't just all sink to the bottom. So I generally just do 1 or 2 drops. I don't think it really, I don't know that there's an exact science to it. I know some people do, you know, 1 drop per ounce, but I usually just do, you know, 1 or 2 drops. This is so pretty though, oh my gosh. And when you put the glue in, it just makes it kind of gloopy, which is what you want because it thickens it up and it kind of suspends that glitter in there. So you want it to be gloopy, even though you'll look at it and think, oh my gosh, what is wrong with this? That's what you want. And when you try to kind of stir it in, you can feel that it's definitely thickened up. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna give this a good stir. And then I'll add in my glue. Look how beautiful that glitter is. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? The pinks and the golds, just all of the iridescence in there. Absolutely love that. I'm just gonna put 1 drop in because that was kind of a big drop, so. It's not an exact science, right? It's just approximate. You do the best you can. And I'm gonna mix up this one too. Does anybody else like the sound of the cup scraping when you're mixing glitter? I love the way that sounds. I don't know why, but my son absolutely hates it. Every time he hears it, he's like, I hate that sound. Kind of like it's his version of nails and chalkboard, I guess. So once again, just 1 drop in there to get these all thickened up a little bit. Hopefully to suspend that glitter. And that way we'll see glitter throughout the entire piece instead of it just all falling to the front and then having clear on the back. Okay, so Sorry, I'm trying to put my stick down without making a mess. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna take and I'm just gonna pour a little bit everywhere. A little bit here. And a little bit there. And there's a silicone plug in here that I am a little concerned that it's gonna leak, but if it does, that's okay. We can just clean up any of the leakage. I think all of these glitters will work really, really well together, and they're all so pretty. I think even if they all mesh, it'll be just fine. Okay, this is almost full. Okay, where are we? I think that's pretty darn full. I think that's pretty darn good. Maybe just the tiniest little bit. Just don't want to overflow it. I think that's gonna do it. I think that's gonna do it. Okay, so we have some extras. What are we gonna do with that? We actually have quite a bit of extra, surprisingly. Doot. I have another mystery mold here. Oh wait, no, it's not. We already did that one. I just haven't put it away yet. How about we do this one? It already has a bunch of pink glitter in it, so that sounds like a good plan. Once again, I love this. Are there any sounds that you guys like, you just love, but the rest of the world does not understand why? All right, let's get this one in. And I do worry a little bit, you know, with the glue in there because it is so thick. It might lead to bubbles, but I'm also hoping that if it does lead to bubbles, that maybe we won't see them because there is so much glitter. So much absolutely gorgeous glitter. And I am not gonna have enough to fill this. I know that already, which is sad. Maybe I will mix up some clear, just enough to fill this up, because I think that might give us a really pretty effect. If we come behind it and fill it with clear, or it might just completely destroy it. But we won't know unless we try. All right, I think I will do that. I think I will come behind, fill this up with some clear. It's probably another 3-ish, maybe 3-4 ounces. And I'll fill it with some clear. And then tomorrow, when all is said and done and all of this is cured up, I will come back to you and we will demold this together. I can't wait. I think this is going to be really pretty. Even though I'm not really a Valentine's Day person, I still think this is going to be, I think it's going to be really pretty. All right, you guys, I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. So we're all finished, or these things are finished anyway. So yeah, let's do everything else first and then we'll do this last. Okay, so this is just a little pop mold that I had started that had some of my extras in it. And this has had a few layers of blue and clear, so I have no idea what this is going to look like. Yeah, so I was just using this as my extras. And so you can see kind of that line, and it's okay. I think I could probably cover that up with some UV DTF or some stickers or some temporary tattoos or something. A little bit of overpour on the bottom, but just a cute little jar. And we'll do something on that seam to make it a little bit less noticeable. Okay, and then this one was the mold where we had all of the pink glitter suspended with the glue, and then I poured some clear just at the bottom to kind of fill up the mold. So let's see what this looks like. If you have molds like this, like pots or something where you have an insert in the middle, just twist it and it'll come right out. And it's really freezing in here right now. It's 44 degrees in my studio right now, so my fingers are a little bit numb, so it's hard to grasp things. So here's what we have on the pot. Interesting that the clear could not penetrate the glitters with the pink. So with the pink glitter, we did the glue to suspend the glitter throughout, which it did. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the way it's suspended and kind of the differentiation of the colors. There's not a lot of mixing of them, which I think is really pretty. And then the clear at the bottom really also did not infiltrate. Is that the right word? Infiltrate the pink. It didn't mix. So I actually think that's really pretty. Not what I was expecting, but I think it's really pretty. So, okay. So not too bad for an extras mold. Okay. And then last, but certainly never least, we have our heart for my daughter, because goodness knows she loves Valentine's Day and sparkle and glitter, you name it, she loves it. So, all right, let's see if we can get this loosened a little bit. All right. I swear I'm going to cut half this footage out. I always say that, then I never do. I keep it so everybody can watch this struggle. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to pop this insert out, maybe. Okay. I'm actually really surprised that really didn't have a whole lot of spill. There's a little bit, but not a whole lot. Surprisingly, I'm just going to grab my knife and just cut that away. Actually, do it over here so maybe I don't cut off my fingers. Okay. And I can take, and there's just a little bit sharp right here from where the insert was. So I will just take a nail file and go around those edges. But here we have it. So this actually turned out really pretty, and I'm not sure how well you can see the differentiation of the different colors, but we've got kind of our stone down here, which was a little bit obscured. Honestly, probably didn't need to do the stones. You really can't tell that it's stone versus the glitter, but it's still really pretty. And then you've got kind of the different glitters in here. You've got your super fine, you've got kind of your pink chunky, and then your multicolored chunky. And I think it turned out beautiful. Let's see. Oh yeah. Ah, I'm not really a heart person, but this turned out really, I mean, really nice. So apparently this is what my daughter's getting for Valentine's Day. This and that clipboard. So what do you guys think? I really like this. The only thing I will say is that the back has some pretty sharp edges on it. I must not have domed it very well. So I will just take and put a piece of sandpaper down on the table, a little bit of water to wet sand it, and then just rub this on it until it's completely flat. Well, other than that, I think this turned out so pretty, and I am sure that my daughter is going to love it. So thank you guys for stopping by and spending a little bit of time with me. And oh, you know what? I forgot. Hold on. Don't leave yet. Hold that thought. I'm just going to put this mold back together because otherwise I will lose that insert and then it will be a mess. Okay. I forgot bookmarks. We did bookmarks too. So let's just unmold these very exciting bookmarks. So this one is just some basic black, nothing too exciting. A couple little bubbles in there. And this one is the black and the pink, which I like the back better than I like the front. So I think we'll go with that one. And then just a couple, these are all just extras. So this one was the one that we had resincrete, so the leftover resincrete from the pot molds. And then this is the back of it. I don't know. I kind of like both sides. I'll have to think about that. And then this one was just the basic, just extra with the blue glitter. So there you have it. Oh, that one's still just a little bit bendy too. Okay, now we really are finished. So thank you guys once again for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.